Hello, everybody. My name is Thor Young. I'm a moderator with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you on my trades today. I only traded one ticker today, and that was the SPY. I've been kind of paying attention to the SPY a lot lately the past few days, specifically because the SPY topped out and has been steadily making lowers towards this low level. Before I get started and go into the chart, talk about the trades, if you have a second, throw me a like. Really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. You get notified when all the new stuff comes up. So anyway, off to the SPY. So the first thing I want to talk about is the daily chart. So the SPY, and this is what I'm talking about here. So the SPY topped out about a week ago, and since then has been building in volume as we've been descending. And that's a telltale sign that we are increasing our momentum to the downside, not rejecting that move. And you can see here we kind of have this dip that always comes back here. Well, if you come out to your study config and add a moving average here, specifically the weighted, the volume weighted 50, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And look where this average comes in now, right? So the volume weighted 50, which you can see precisely tested on this big volume average here, but you can see how that's been holding way down here. Now we find ourselves upside down, but generically the SPY, when it does these pullbacks, is dropping back down towards either the exponential or the volume weighted 50, and you can see it moving up here. Well, now we're making those lows again, trying to bounce a little bit off of the yesterday's previous day's close. And you can see there. So that was really what I was looking for today. Now, I found myself this morning, actually, I had to take my wife to her LASIK appointment. Or for her follow-up appointment that she had from her procedure on Friday. So I was actually trading off my phone this morning. And I was watching SPY. And I noticed on the time and sales off of my mobile phone using the DOS Trader app that there was some buying coming in here. And it looked like we were going to look at a bounce here off of R3. So I went ahead and went long, gave myself a little room, and got a beautiful pop on this. So I started off up a few R, and then stopped out on the rest at break even, which was about, I think, 10% of my remaining position. And that was it, actually. We drove home. Her appointment was over. And when I got home, I came up to my computer, logged in around 10:30. Maybe a little like 10:40, and started looking around to see if anything was going to happen. This is when I got my really good trade of the day. So you can see SPY did this really big push here, but look at the VPA on this. Real big push, but no major ignition in volume. Volume just stayed flatline, even though we went right to R3, through an upside down hammer, also on high volume. Look, see, this is what I mean about VPA, everyone. So remember, when you're thinking about volume and price analysis, what you're looking for is movement that doesn't make sense, right? If you have a big candle push and then you have a small candle, but those two candles have the same amount of volume, that should really clue you in that something's going on at this level, because it should take volume to move. So if you have a lot of volume but no movement, that's a problem. And you can see here we had this push on volume. Okay, another push on volume, and then look here, a small candle, very low high volume, small candle, and then an upside down candle, also very high volume. That right there shows we're running into a selling level that happened to be right where we dropped off from before R3. I figured if this was a spot to go, any spot would be go short, it would be this. Once we rejected that R3 and also VWAP, I went ahead and went short there, gave it the loss of my the top of this candle. Pretty tight stop, but an obvious spot to put my stop, and then got this really beautiful breakdown when the SPY lost, made quite a few R there. So very excited about that. And those are my trades for the day. So not a long one on this, but I wanted to demonstrate to you all how it's not always necessary to get in there and really grab that opening range and really make sure you're doing that. If you're going to be a little late on the day, don't stress out. Sit down, use obvious areas, levels, and then use your tape or your time and sales to really clue into some good spots to get entries. I hope everybody enjoyed this recap, and as always, y'all, keep it green. Thanks.